It was an ordinary Tuesday when Ella, an aspiring fashionista with a penchant for exaggeration, decided to take the plunge and order her first ever SHEIN mesh top. It was all the rage on TikTok and Instagram, hashtags galore, so naturally, it was practically calling her by name. After what felt like eons, 2 days in millennial shipping time, the coveted package arrived. Ella eagerly unwrapped what she believed would be the holy grail of mesh tops. But to her shock, it looked more like a piece of a fishing net that perhaps the fish themselves had rejected. Yet, determined to transform herself into a modern-day Venus de Milo, she tried it on. Her cat, Mr. Whiskers, took one look at her and promptly fled to the safety of the linen closet. Not deterred by the feline's disapproval, Ella stepped in front of the mirror. "Who knew I had so many freckles?" she pondered aloud at the sudden, unexpected spotlight on her usually hidden spots. But as she squinted at her reflection, she realized that pairing it with her neon lime green leggings perhaps wasn't the stylistic match made in heaven she had hoped for. More like the match made in someone went swimming in a highlighter factory, she mused with a chuckle. Nonetheless, Ella decided her look was avant-garde enough to film her very first SHEIN mesh try-on haul video. As she set up her phone camera with a tripod made out of books and balled-up socks, very chic, very sustainable, she put on her best influencer persona. "Hey everyone, Ava Vogue here, live from my fashion experiment laboratory." Halfway through her performance, Ella's attempt to strut her stuff caused the bookshelf she was using as a tripod to cascade like a doomed game of Jenga. On the plus side, the books now artfully arranged on the floor gave a bohemian flair to the scene. Meanwhile, across town, Nady Gallus, the plus-size model who was making waves for body positivity, was finding a much more successful endeavor. Nady was the kind of person who could make a potato sack look like a runway creation. Her Instagram was filled with words of encouragement and fashion-forward ensembles that celebrated curves in a world that often seemed to forget they existed. Nady didn't just wear clothes, she wore confidence. Her latest series of posts, Flawless Flaws, was about embracing one's natural shape, and it showed her in various SHEIN outfits, mesh tops included of course. Her captions often read, "If you want a bikini body, put a bikini on your body," spawning comments of adoration. For Ella, this was comforting. Maybe it wasn't about the fishing net turned top after all. Perhaps it was about flaunting the details that make one unique. As her video ended in a chaotic shuffle to turn off the camera, Ella realized her fashion had been a success. Not in looking like a runway model, but in embodying the spirit of such a model like Nady, who champions being yourself. "It's not so bad, Mr. Whiskers," she called out, adjusting the mesh top. "Not so bad at all." And thus the try-on haul, in all its haphazard brilliance, was uploaded. For the judgment or applause of cyberspace.